Following the Spanish Grand Prix, teams and riders remained at the Circuito de Jerez and Nieto for a one-day test in Andalusia. Despite some windy conditions and mild temperatures, it proved to be a productive outing, with plenty of technical innovations on display and some very impressive lap times. At the top of the timesheets was Ayagura. The Japanese rider posted a very late 1:35.944 to lead the test and make it a Trackhouse 1-2, with teammate Raul Fernandez just 0.005 of a second behind. Championship leader Marco Bezzecchi completed a top 3 lockout of the test for the Noale factory, despite a heavy crash at turn 11 early in the day. Aprilia in general worked through an extensive program. Jorge Martin reported a positive test, trialling a new tail exhaust and finding a meaningful step forward in setup and ergonomics on the RSGP. They also introduced an innovative new front fairing concept as they seek added performance. Over at Ducati, it was another important test day. Reigning world champion Marc Marquez led the factory's charge in 4th place, with Pecco Bagnaia, Alex Marquez and Fabio Di Giannantonio all inside the top 10. All 4 GP26s ran the latest chassis update introduced during the weekend, while the 2024 aero package wasn't spotted on any of their bikes. The rear aero, first seen in Austin, was also fitted across all 4 GP26s, with it seemingly the preferred direction for the package. There was no shortage of experimentation either. A new front aero package, revised side fairings carried over and updated from pre-season testing, and there was even a large new swing arm which was spotted on Marc Marquez's bike, which were all part of the menu in Jerez. Bagnaia also continued evaluating a fairing he first tested in Valencia and Sepang. KTM also had a busy day. Test rider Dani Pedrosa ran a different black fairing, while Pedro Acosta focused on evaluating different aerodynamic solutions. Enea Bastianini was heavily involved as well, working through a series of new parts, while Pedro Acosta finished highest on the timesheets in P5. At Honda, not too many new parts were involved, with setups and electronics the focus of their day. Johan Zarco was the top RC213V, while his teammate Diogo Moreira suffered a crash at turn 3. Finally, Yamaha's attention centered on aerodynamics and chassis development. Fabio Quartararo tested a new rear aero concept positioned alongside the rider's legs, an area which has already been explored by rival manufacturers, before he switched to a black fairing later in the session. There was also a continued focus on chassis direction, including a new swing arm and extensive electronics testing. Toprak Razgatlioglu unfortunately suffered a fall at turn 3, but he did escape uninjured, while Quartararo was the top Yamaha with a 1:36.4. All in all, it was a dense and revealing day of testing in Jerez, one that offered a clear glimpse into the development of each manufacturer. Up next though is Le Mans in a couple of weeks of time. That's the next time we'll have bikes on track, so we will see you then.